Meet Swiftspeed, the AI-powered app builder that lets you launch real iOS and Android apps without writing a single line of code. App development used to mean months of work, thousands in costs, and a full engineering team just to get started. With Swiftspeed, describe your idea in plain English. The AI handles structure, layout, and features for you in minutes. Built for entrepreneurs, small businesses, agencies, churches, restaurants, and creators. Anyone who needs a native app. Founded in March 2018 by Ikenola Abdulhakim in London, UK. A bootstrap startup on a mission to make mobile app creation accessible to everyone. The platform is already pulling 34,000 visitors a month and growing fast. It's a lifetime deal on AppSumo. Tier 1 is just $49 for one app. Tier 2, $129 for 3 apps. Tier 3, $199 for 6 apps. That's the recommended plan. Tier 4, $349 for 10 apps. Hit that arrow for Tier 5 at $599. Now let's jump into the dashboard.
All right, so here's Swiftspeed, the dashboard. Let's take a look there. It's very simple. There's not a whole lot of things in here. You can click on the tools button. It'll take you over to their website, and there's a bunch of free tools that you can use. And essentially, you just have your account right here, profile and team. Can you have team members in here? It looks like you can add one team member I'm on license tier 3 right now. I'm going to come back over here to dashboard, and really we're just going to get started. There's not a whole lot. And I kind of like that, right? It's just straight into the point. There's not a whole lot you can do. Here's your statistics right here. And what you can do is just come up here. Now, language, I believe we can't change. Now, this would be for what we can see right here, but creating your app in different languages, I believe we have to be even on a higher tier for that. So we have English right here. Just before creating our first app, let's go over here. So they add different things, like there was a fitness module that was added that you could use this and add that in to create apps. Like if you were going to outsource, or you were going to go and hit up your local gyms and say, hey, I can turn your business into an app. You could use that feature. And then AI agent is live since April. And so this allows you to just type what you want in, and it will create. And I think that we're going to spend most of the time on using it that. Now it does say to ensure performance, fair use, the agent comes with daily limits. Pro plan 30-minute messages a day, and business plan 100 messages per day. I don't see anywhere over here where it specifies the actual messages. I do see AI app builder, bring your own key. I also don't know where that is in the settings where we actually can input our own keys, but I don't see anything about a cap on messages over here. I would like to see that on the pricing page, and I just don't see that over here. I don't see anything about how many messages that we could AI chat assistant. Yeah, I'm just not seeing. So that's something I recommend them add to the deal page right there. But let's get going on creating our first app. So I'm going to go right here. So we have create our first app right here, new app. And then we're just going to say, I'm going to call this like a keto meal planner. For fun, create the app right here. Now it's going to open up, and you can see what this looks like in the light version right over here. We can change. Can we change this over right now? Going to come back. I'm not seeing the ability to change to dark mode once we're in. So we'll come and test that out in a minute. Okay, so we have our features: design, customize, and download. You have all these features right over here. Now they do have an onboarding video. It's 5 minutes long. It basically explains everything, and it does a really good job at it, just kind of getting you to know the interface and what to do. So I definitely recommend watching that 5-minute video. So we have all these different tools that we can use over here, and it will actually tell you, Sumo tier 1 to tier 5. So it'll tell you what you can use, like website to app, all that kind of stuff. Once you start coming into here, you have to be on tier 3 to use source code right here. And you'll be able to basically see. So we're not technically on tier 3. No, I guess we are considered pro on tier 3, but some of these like tier 4, tier 5 won't be able to use the Bible, settings that they have over here. Unless you're on tier 4, tier 5. So I'm going to scroll through here so you can kind of pause and take a look at all these different tools and what you can use. I think that they tried to list all these on the page, but certainly like AI chat. So for you to have to install an AI chatbot inside of the tool, right? So someone's using your app and there's a chatbot inside of there, you won't be able to use that unless you're on tier 4 or tier 5 for Sumo. Come down here, would be kind of nice to, and then I don't know what business, like this business journal right here, I don't know. It doesn't say what tier you have to be on right here. So maybe that's available to everybody. So here's all the other tools right here. So just keep going. And, they have a church app for church app ministry, sermons, prayers. So that's different than Bible. So they got a bunch of stuff, forms right there and everything. So a lot of stuff that you can do to build your app. Be nice to have like a filter here that would filter these by everything that you qualify for, so that we don't have to look over here at some of the ones that are tier 4, tier 5. Like we can't use this one, right? Because we're not on that tier. It would be nice to just be able to filter those out so we know exactly what we can use. So now you can customize this. So if I wanted to add, say, a link, I would just go with a plus here, and then it'll open this up, and we'll be able to go in here and add different links into our app by clicking on that. So you can add all the different features that you want inside your tool by just clicking over here. And then you also have this left side panel right over here as well. And you've got your push notifications right here. You can actually send notifications to all your users. You have your app analytics, your app users right here. And then you have your subscription right here, billing and subscription manager plan for Keto Meal Planner. So that would actually, the subscription button actually has to do with what your subscription to Swiftspeed is what it looks like. And then API right over here as well. Okay. So what I want to do is come back up over here and we have our, remember we have our design. So this is where we can change the design right over here. And we can go to features right over here, and then we can go to customize. Our app icon, obviously you're going to be uploading and doing different things like that. You're going to go create an image in a square image, and then you'll be uploading that. It does tell you 512 by 512. So it gives you the dimensions right there. You can do the circle one right there as well. And then you have all this over here, all these different back button settings and so forth. So we could go like that, and it will change what that looks like and stuff as well. And then, yeah, to create an app in a different language, you do have to be on the tier 5, I believe. Tier 5, you come all the way down here. It's one of the last items. Well, you get Church Suite and e-wallets. I don't see where you would be able to get, even in tier 5, I don't think you're able to do other languages. You would have to be on a monthly plan, is what it looks like, to unlock different languages. This app is covered by your AppSumo deal. Upgrading to Pro or Business replaces the AppSumo coverage on this app and freeze an app slot. So you can just add more apps, app language, upgrade your plan to access this feature. So it is a that you do have to be pay per app for, if that makes sense. It does not come natively with the AppSumo deal, unfortunately, is what it looks like to me. And then finally, when you build your app, you're going to go over to download, and this is going to give you all the information that you need in order to upload to the Google Play Store or the App Store. And you'll have your package for iOS and your package for Android right here. And then you can download that as well. They do have monetization features in here where you can go and apply for AdMob on both platforms and install that if you want to do a freemium type of app and then make money off of ads, things like that. Okay. So I want to go look for this AI feature right over here. There's this little button over here. You click it up at the top. It's going to tell me what kind of app you want to build, and I'll set it up for you. I can add features, change layouts, configure settings. So on the house, here we go. So this is where they specify everything. 20 AI builder messages. Your AppSumo deal runs on your own AI key. Free to create, yours forever. Here are 20 messages on us to get you building right away. No key needed. But then you would need to add your key to the AI builder right here. And you can use DeepSeek, OpenAI, GLM, and Google Gemini. So you would go and let's say you're going to use Claude, then you would put your Claude API key in there and save the builder messages right there. So pretty cool. I'm going to go back. There's just a lot. So once you jump into actually creating an app, there's a ton of stuff to get into, right? It definitely gets pretty intricate with different settings. As you can see right over here, I don't even know what page I'm on right now. And you can see all these different layouts and so forth. I'm going to go back over to the AI setting, and I'm going to say, build my keto meal planning app. User should be able to set up a weekly meal schedule and select the meals they want for the week, setting for breakfast, lunch, dinner, 1 snack or 2 snacks per day. If they, for example, toggle off breakfast, then the app does not plan or suggest breakfast meals. User can also add custom meals. So I'm going to start with that and see what it can do. Let's go. Boom. Okay, so you can see, you can pause the video and read through what it says. There's certain things that it can't do. They don't have a module for creating this app, but it has a couple of different workarounds. It can do a source code, and we're going to try that method because that's going to be the most versatile. So we'll see what it can do. It also says alternatively, we could use a custom page and then a form builder, but it won't be as interactive. So definitely, if we were going to want people to pay $5 a month for this, we don't want any limitations, right? We want it to be really good. So they also don't have a description. And you can see that 19 to 20 messages free. So we've already used one of our messages just to go like that. We've already used one of our messages. So these are complimentary messages, and then you have to add your own key, just FYI. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a quick couple sentences. Okay, so you can see, you can pause and just read what I put. And then also I said, yes, let's go with the source code method to build this app. So let's go and try that out. Push the go button and see what it says.
Artificial intelligence is here to stay, and your company's growth now depends on your next move. Introducing the AI for Business Summit, a free, live, online workshop. You'll get a clear step-by-step blueprint to maximize AI across your entire business: marketing, sales, lead generation, and social branding. Learn to get more done in less time, fill your funnel, turn low-cost assistants into powerhouse team members, and become the #1 authority in your market. Taught by 4-time Inc. 5000 founders. Get your free seat today by clicking the first link in the description.
Okay, so it says, great, thanks for the description. That's exactly what I needed. I'm adding the source code feature now. This will be your custom interactive mail planner. We'll build the whole thing in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript right inside the app. Next turn, I'll give you a full code preview and then save it. One heads up, when I add a feature, the value_ID isn't available until the next message. So I'll set up the code, blah, 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 color scheme. The app currently has let's go with, okay, so it's asking 2 questions. So I will say, yes, go with the keto themed, like greens, warm tones. Let's go with no dark mode. For some reason, I don't really like dark mode that much, but that's just me. I'm just gonna go with that for now. Sample keto meals, should I include a starter list for the auto plan feature, or do you want to add your own later? I will add my own meals later. And then I'll do research on the side, and we'll load it with like 20 meals or something like that. All right, so the source code is live. Your app, since I got the green light on greens and warm tones, no dark mode, I'll apply a keto-friendly color palette, blah, blah, blah. The feature has been added. Give me a moment to set up the code and colors for the next turn. The system needs a chance to register the new feature ID. I'll bring everything together in one go. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know what this line is right here. That's where we're at for now. I'm going to pause and we'll come right back. So it is building now. It looks like it's coding and building the tool. I did have to tell it, okay, start the build. It just kind of sat there. So we did have to say start the build, and now it's building. You can see it right in front of you. We'll come back in just a minute. On the side, I have ChatGPT actually researching 20 popular keto meals that will hopefully be able to load into the app. So I will say that this part's a little confusing, and I do think that they need to work on this part right here. If they want like users to just be able to use their AI feature and not really have any problems, because you can see right here, it created all this information, all this coding. That's great. Now it says, now click the button below, but there's no button. There's an ad-free key. I'm scrolling down with my mouse. There's nothing here. I did click the see changes button and nothing happened there as well. So that's the only button I see. So there really isn't anything right here, and it's saying to click the button below. So that part is very confusing. Click the button below to open the source code editor, delete the default placeholder code, and paste the entire block above, then save. So, and then it had like some errors and try to work itself out right there. So source code editor, I'm going to go and see if I can figure out where this will be. Maybe it's under design. Maybe it's under this right here. We'll come back. I'm clicking on design and then custom CSS, failed to load data. Not seeing anything here. Maybe it's right here now. Was this where I'm supposed to paste everything in? Not sure. Features, those are just the features. Again, customize. You would think it would be under customize and it would be under here, but there's no code right here as well. I'm going to just try for fun to click on design and this because this is the only code box, period. I'm going to save the CSS and see. Yeah, that failed right there. So that part is definitely confusing. Okay, so I think I figured this out. It did help me through this. I took a screenshot of the instructions under the AI build. I put it on my second monitor, and it says to go to the features tab, which I did. And then I went to a source code, and then I clicked on the gear icon, and then we can see that we are under this app, Keto Meal Planner, and you'll scroll down here and you'll see the custom HTML JavaScript right here. So we'll take that code and we'll paste it in right here, and then watch what happens on the left-hand side. We have our app right here is built. So there is a little, hopefully my video at least helped get you started. I was able to figure it out just using their AI chatbot. And then once you figure this out and you do it one time, then you'll start understanding. There will be a learning curve with Swiftspeed for sure. But guess what? We're coding an actual mobile app that could make us money, that could change our business, that we could go out there and sell this as a service to other companies. So there will be a skill involved. There will be a learning curve, but it's not too bad. So we've got that right there. And it looks like you can allow offline access as well. That would be the important feature right there. I'm thinking that this app would be good for that. And then I'm going to go, is there a save button anywhere? Back to features. Let's come back over here. It did not automatically save. So I did not see. So we've got that. I don't see a save button or anything like that. So I'm going to go back over to the AI. So these are some of the things that I'm got to mark off a little bit. My rating at the end is, it'll tell you like right here. So do all this stuff. And I did that, right? And I figured it out and I had to chat with it and use my credits to do that. And then it says tap save at the bottom of the panel. That's it. The interactive planner will be appear inside your app. This to save at the bottom, right? There's no save. Look, and I zoomed out on everything. There's no save. There's no save button over here. So I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to save this. And then when we click on anything else, this just changes, right? And we don't actually have that as the actual app. So that part I will definitely have to mess around with. When we click on features, yeah, that's definitely not, it definitely is not saving. We have our source code. We can and go and take a look at that. Once we click in source code, then this is, we do get to see this, but I don't see, the next thing would be able to, we would have to chat with it to make this part right here the actual app. But we can go and mess around with this. So Tuesdays, you can go and, use this, but you would definitely need to spend more time in here to figure out exactly what you want to do. Auto plan, it just everything for us. Some custom meal you can add in and label it. So it's a pretty cool app here, but I would definitely spend more time making the app better, more modern looking and so forth. So at the end of the day, will you be able to build an app with this and get this? Does it have all the tools that you need? It does. Will you be able to get this uploaded to the Google Play Store, the Mac Store and so forth? Yes. Will there be a learning curve? Yes. So that's Swiftspeed. For me, I don't have a whole lot of mobile app building experience. I feel like I could tell Claude exactly what I want it to build. And then the main difference between getting something like Swiftspeed is that it has all those features built into it, all the management. I'm going to go back to dashboard now, right? So it has the dashboard. You manage your apps inside of here. You can go per app, right? And come in here and look at the app analytics and the installs for iOS, the installs for Android. You can send out push notifications to this app. It's going to be a full-blown management system. And so if you can learn how to build the app with Swiftspeed, this might be the better way because they have all the tools, right? They have the way to download it. They have the way to go the exact coding. If you build it inside of Swiftspeed, you'll have the exact coding needed and necessary in order to pass and get it approved on Google Play and iOS. So those are the main advantages, but there will be a learning curve. And I do think that you kind of have to learn how to fiddle with the AI in here and how to get everything situated and so forth. So overall, other than, some of the instructions and using the AI feature and so forth, I think that there's going to be a lot of manual build if you don't use the AI. If you do use the AI, I don't think that it's completely modernized and perfect. It's just not. But I'm sure that with feedback and so forth, that it will get better and better. So I'm going to give this one a 3.8 out of 5 stars. It is pretty impressive. You get a little bit of old school still for the modern apps that we see on the market right now. I think it just depends on what you're looking for. And if it's something that you're wanting to turn into a business, or if you've wanted to launch apps, this might be something to look into and consider. So the link will be below. Like I said, 3.8 out of 5, not a bad rating. I'll see you in the next video.